What is going on, guys? Cheerio here, and today we're going to be starting up a new series called Game Tactics. This will be episode 1, Search and Destroy. In this series, we're going to be looking at a variety of game modes and games, not just limited to Call of Duty, and we're going to look at different ways you can improve your playstyle and be a possibly better player in these situations. So let's get right into it. Number 1, I have your weapon selection. Now, most Call of Duty maps are going to end up being a medium type map, but it all depends on the engagements you have. In maps that you have close quarters combat where it's very tight and not very spacious, you may want to use a shotgun or an SMG. Most people are going to end up using an SMG or an assault rifle, but a shotgun's also a very valid option in maps where it's really close quarters. If you have a medium to long range map where very long range engagements are typical, you may want to use an assault rifle or a sniper rifle. Now, a lot of people don't really like to use sniper rifles because sometimes they're not really good at sniping, so you don't always have to use a sniper. Assault rifles work as well. So just run it through your mind. If the map has a lot of close quarters engagements, you may want to use an SMG. If there's a lot longer engagements, you may want to use an assault rifle. Number 2, we have your specialist selection. Now, there's 3 in particular that I actually like to use, but we have a couple other mentions that are also very good options. The 3 I prefer to use is going to be Outrider's Vision Pulse, Spectre's Active Camo, and Firebreak's Heatwave. You can also use Prophet's Glitch or Nomad's Rejack. And I really like using Vision Pulse, Heatwave, and Active Camo because Vision Pulse, you get wall hacks. Heatwave, your giant flashbang, they won't be able to know where you are, even though they can still spray and pray. And Camo, they can't see you. Glitch is very unpredictable, that's why I don't use it that much. And ever since Rejack has been a thing since the game came out, many people know how to counteract it and kill the person when they enter Rejack mode. Number 3, I have use a headset. Now, this is a given. Like, you would think more people would know this, and more people would actually do this. It's very basic knowledge, but use a headset. Use Astros, Turtle Beaches, whatever you have that gives you sound directly, not just from your TV. Turn it up all the way, as loud as you really want it to go, because the more sound you can hear, the better chance you have of hearing footsteps, gunshots, and any other thing that may be essential to you pointing out where people are located. Number 4 is communication. This also goes with a headset. If you have a team you're playing with, or you're just playing in public matches in general, you're going to want to have good communication. Now, in Black Ops 3, not too many people are talking like that. Black Ops 2 is very social with that. It forced you into game chat. Black Ops 3 does not, but having good communication is key to winning Search and Destroy. If you have good communication, you're going to be able to have call-outs where enemies are, or be able to tell where you've died and what you've died by, so you know what type of tactics to engage with when you come across this player. Number 5, choose gunfights. Now, this is also very simple. If you have an enemy and you both are shooting at each other and you are pretty much one shot away from death and you have the opportunity to evade him, I would recommend getting out of the situation. If it's very possible that you could kill him, but he could also kill you, you do whatever your mind wants you to do. But I would recommend trying to stay alive as long as you can, evade gunfights if it's almost inevitable that you are going to die. So if they're using a sniper and you have an SMG, so they're using, let's say, the SVG and you're using a Weevil, he's across the map, I would say try to avoid that one. You're probably not going to win because a sniper's going to beat out an SMG from that range at any given time. So, like I said, you're going to want to choose the gunfight, play smart, and don't play dumb. The smarter you play, the more you're going to stay alive, the more kills you get. Number 6, I have tactics. Don't be predictable. Now, you're going to see that a couple times in this video where I did a wall run on the outside of the map. I do that multiple times in the game, but I don't do it every single round. You want to switch up your tactics and your play style. You don't want to go the same exact route every time. The more predictable you are, the easier they're going to know where you are, and if they start to pick up what your play style is, they're going to be able to know where you're going to go, and they're going to be able to pick you off with ease. So switch up your tactics, and you don't really want to stay in that same course. You don't want to stay in that linear path. Number 7, what I have here is your perk selection. This also kind of has to do with attachments as well. Attachments I'm mainly going to use, for me personally, I like to use a grip and a suppressor. Now, I know suppressors are not really amazing in Call of Duty anymore because they take down your range significantly, but I've always been using a suppressor and that's the way I'm going to play. I like using the grip because obviously any added accuracy you can have is going to be worth it unless you're using an ICR and an M8. You really don't need a grip on those. Well, your perks, I like to use Dead Silence, Blast Suppressor. Those are pretty much going to be essential to Search and Destroy in general because Blast Suppressor, you can't hear your thrusters, so if you use your thrusters a lot, would definitely recommend using that. And Dead Silence, you can't hear footsteps, so obviously if you have a headset on, someone isn't using Dead Silence, you're going to be able to hear their footsteps loud and clear. A lot of people like to use awareness, but I'm not huge on that. I just turn up the volume on my Astros and I'm fine. I also like to use hardwired because many people like to use tracker, which is where it tracks your footsteps. I don't like using tracker. I think it's a little annoying, a little OP, so that's why I don't use it. But I use hardwired because you're immune to the CUAV and EMP, and you're also your digital footprint with tracker is also lessened, meaning they can't see as many footprints as they normally would if you weren't using tracker. I also like to use ghost because also in search and destroy, many people are going to run with a counter UAV and a UAV score streak setup. So when you're running with that and they call in a UAV, you have ghost equipped, so as long as you're moving, you will not be on their radar. Number 8, I have score streaks. Now, again, this is going to be very self-explanatory. It's search and destroy. The games don't last that long, so you're going to want to use lower kill streaks. Most of the time, I'm running with a UAV, counter UAV, and either a Dart, HGXD, or a Lightning Strike. But CUAV and UAV are mainly my main two I have to go with because, again, the game does not last that long. Unless you do amazing, you're not going to get really high streaks. So keeping it low and keeping it with the very basic ones, the UAV and CUAV, will definitely give you a little edge so you don't need to do as much to obtain these kill streaks. I hope this little guide and this little list helped you guys out a little bit. I just wanted to get this video out here, start up a new series, and I thank you guys for sticking around and watching the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see content first as it comes out on the channel. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you guys later. Cheerio, mates.